Welcome to Think Alive. We're Sharon and Andy, just two people with a dream and a vision of restoring our traditional stone-built farmhouse in southern Spain, transforming it into a beautiful off-grid home and sharing our journey with you. Good morning.
Morning everyone.
Welcome back to the Finca.
Beautiful day it is, another one. Still hot.
We're doing more of the same today, working inside, more whitewashing, trying to transform the old corral into a beautiful, purposeful, useful utility room for us.
Yes, I can't wait to get building those cabinets.
Absolutely.
Well, we need to get all the mess out of the way first.
We do. We've had lots of lovely comments.
Thank you
to everybody. We read each and every one of them and they mean a lot to us. One comment in particular we've had on the last couple of videos was
on the tour one.
Was talking about the layout of the place, and I'll read it to you, it's probably easier. Thanks for the floor plan especially. May I say, as a non-European, that such tiny rooms and windows make me claustrophobic. The layout of the house is terrible. More walls need to be knocked out. Old stone walls are beautiful and fabulous, but a dark little tangle of rooms are intolerable in this modern age. So, fair comment. You know, everybody's entitled to their choice, their preference, their opinion obviously, but we wanted to try and explain to you our reasons for keeping this house as original as possible.
Yes, one of the reasons we bought the house was the tiny tangles of rooms.
Yeah, we love it.
Absolutely love it. It's got so much character and charm in it. You know, and who on earth would buy a house like this and try and drag it kicking and screaming into the 21st century?
Yeah.
It's just not, you know, it's just not what you do, is it?
I think we both agree, if we wanted a big, modern, open plan house, we would have bought a piece of land and built it ourselves.
Yes, we would. And it would have been a lot cheaper and a lot easier than doing this. Just to build a big box with big windows and things. And but yeah, it's so there we go. For starters, there are many other reasons as well.
So another reason why we chose this property, it's a very important piece of history. If you remember when I was cleaning the beams, the initials of the person that built the house are etched into one of the beams. It was built by the family that lived and worked here, worked on the land. It was untouched. If we'd have bought a modern place, we'd have probably had to rip out the kitchen, rip out the bathroom and start again to put our own stamp on it, because we actually like character.
Yes, that's one of the reasons we did buy it. As I said before, there's quite a few of these old stone buildings around the area, and they've just been left to fall down. Basically, you must have seen these just next to us here on other videos. You know, they're lost, they're gone. And once these beautiful old pieces of history are lost, they're lost forever.
Yeah.
You know, they're not coming back. And to start to try and say, you know, change it, we want to keep it and preserve this part of history, and we just love it. We actually love it the way it is as well, with our pokey little rooms. And, you know, a lot of and the ones that are falling down, they've been left to the younger generation through the family. The younger generation don't want them. They'd rather live in a box apartment.
In the town,
which as Sharon said before, freezing cold in winter, and impossible to heat, you know, and red hot in winter, in summer, whereas this is the opposite. Of course, you can see the thickness of the walls here. Why on earth would you want to knock this down? And because of the thickness of them, and you can see outside through the window there, it's huge, it's massive, and it's got such a thermal mass. We keep the doors and windows shut during the day in the summer. It stays so cool and pleasant in here, and in the winter, of course, you know, it's really easy to warm up because it actually holds this massive amount of heat in that you put into it, if that makes sense at all. So yeah, can you imagine trying to knock these down, and the lintels, the amount of steel you'd have to put in to hold up the ceilings, and we don't want steel in our beautiful old, you know, traditional, original farmhouse.
I mean, look at this staircase. If we took that down and put a modern steel and I don't know what we'd do actually. Why would we? It's a beautiful original Catalan vaulted staircase complete with cat. Yeah, we just love it. I think we just feel so lucky, so privileged to own such a beautiful piece of history, and we just want to keep it as original as possible. So hope that makes sense. I hope that answers your comment. As I say, thank you to all of you that do comment, and yeah, if you've got questions like that, we're willing to answer them for you. So thank you.
And while we're waffling on, you see we're both wearing our Pink Alive t-shirts. We've been asked by people, can we get these t-shirts, where can we get them from? They're not currently available, but we do have ideas for different designs, slogans basically that we use every day. You can't have too many clamps. Another good job well done. Let's crack on with it. Happy days. So it's something we have been thinking about, and we have been asked a few times. So if you would be interested in t-shirts, Think Alive t-shirts with our slogans on them, please let us know in the comments, and if there's enough demand or enough, people want them, we'll see what we can do to
get some
sorted out.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway,
let's crack on with it.
Let's go.
So more of the same today, and for the next few days I think, but easier today because I've done this one. I'm not having to climb over the sink and be a contortionist, so I'll get on with it and come back to you in a bit.
And I'm going to start cleaning this wall off here, ready for lime washing. I'm going to empty these one at a time as I go, or maybe even move them all down one, I'm not sure. And let's all crack on. So with all the loose bits scraped off, all we got to do, give it a wet down, give it a, the grub off it. They're not too bad. I'm even cleaning the ceiling for showering as I go.
Yeah, thank you.
While I'm at it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
The second one's nearly done. I'm covered in it. I've not been very good at keeping it off the beams because my little tiny cutting brush has died on me, so I'm having to use this. We've ordered some new brushes. We're going into town later. They will be in the locker, the Amazon locker. Can't wait till tomorrow. It will be so much easier with new brushes. But one more down. Only goodness knows how many to go. Oh dear. It's all good fun. Keeps me out of mischief.
We're all cleaned off, but as usual, it's problem after problem. I'm not quite sure how we're going to join the lime wash here to this stuff. It may be possible to cover this, I don't know, but the lime certainly as it is won't stick to it at all. We don't even know what this stuff is. It's absolutely amazing. It's just like a polished rock hard. You can see where it's been chipped off by the animals there in the past. Amazing stuff. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to try a bit of sandpaper and just try and take this top sheen off it, and then we can probably hopefully get a straightish line or a good match, because this is, if you can make that out on there, not very good. And while I'm here, we've got a few comments about the shelves and the troughs. What I'm going to do, what my plan is at the moment, is to put a flat piece right across the back there, like a shelf, and then put a sloping hinged lid on it, so it'll sit back and sit up. We can get access to it, and should look absolutely fantastic, I think. That's my idea at the moment. I can't put a full lid on because they need to be set back so they can lean back. So a little shelf and then a thing. But the first problem is to try and get some kind of neatness back into this. Or not even back into it, because it never was neat. I'm just going to try it on this trough because it's empty. And we'll try this bit first and see what happens. Right, it's sanded. I've just masked it off again. I'm just going to try this little bit first, and hopefully it'll stick to it. Hopefully. I'm going to do a mix.
On with the third one. I've got my new brushes. How exciting is that? They work a treat. Makes life so much easier. But it's still a slow process.
And in the corner, I've taken some of that tape off, and it seems to have worked, which means now, let me get this bit off here, I've got the enviable task of, there we go, sanding it all down and masking it all off. But it's done. We can still see our horn marks in there. They're not as defined as they were, but we're pretty happy with that. So yeah, it looks like we've got a result here. So much work ahead. I just need to take the polish off the surface really, just to make it porous. And then the lime can absorb into it a bit. Just, he says. It's a famous last word. Right, okay, we think we've got a line. These here, is that in shot? Yeah. Where they've been stuck in separately. I think we're going to do the lime wash as a curve underneath them and bring it down a bit. That's how it is. This bit's done now, finished. I'm not doing another mix now, it's too late today and I absolutely hate painting. But Sharon's now on the third one, will be done. So she's then going to be working over here, which gives me a little bit of space, which means I can get into this area, which is much better than painting. What we're going to have, I've said before, sorry if I'm boring you, we're going to have a replacement worktop here with that big double porcelain sink that Chris and Lillian gave us, sat in it. I'm going to extend this worktop up to the end. There's going to be a cupboard in here that's going to, over here, that's going to house all this stuff, the taps for the water and that. But we've got one slight problem. It's going to come to this level, and I put this tap on in such a way, or stop valve, isolation valve, call it what you will, in such a way that you've got to actually turn it down to turn it on. So obviously with the worktop underneath it, it's going to be difficult. So I need to turn that over so it opens the same way as this one. That's open, and yeah, that will be closed, if that makes sense. So I think rather than doing another mix now, it's getting on a bit, I'm going to just swap this round and then we're ready to start on this area. Obviously I need to get this wall lime washed. I'm not out of painting totally before this goes in, obviously. So yeah, let's get this tap sorted out. This valve is actually the fill valve for the solar hot water collector, and it's off all the time basically. What happens is the solar collector tubes heat up the water, which moves through the thing, heats the water in the tank, and then the coil passes through, which then heats our domestic hot water, and this is only for the water in the tank. Very, very, very rarely need to top it up since I put that basic expansion tank on it. So I've turned the water off. I just need to, I've got my tools. I brought the wrong one, they might do it. I meant to bring the adjustable spanner. I'm just going to depressurise the cold, because this is going to be under pressure. There's going to be a bit of water, but we're not that bothered. I was going to move this up, and then I thought I'll just flip it over. Makes sense, eh? But I would have had to undo it anyway to move it. let's see. Perhaps I'll get a ball ready as well. There we go, it's gone. Right, there we go, it's done. We lost a little bit of water that was in the pipe, but not a problem. So now we're ready to carry on. But now it's time for a nice cold beer because it's been a long day. It's super hot again still, so we're gonna chill out with a beer. Okay, so as I said earlier, I'm gonna start focusing on this area, building our bespoke odd shaped sink unit. You can't buy these, you know. Shannon's going to carry on with the ceiling for quite a few days, I think. Yeah, what I need to do, as you can see, we've got a jumble of wires and pipes and stuff. There's a semi hole in the wall there where all the services enter, and all this, a lot of this is just loose, the original floor basically. So what I'm going to try and do is tidy all this area up and get it ready, because when we come to put the sink in, obviously we want to do it as quickly as possible, because we don't want to be without a sink. Even though we have got one upstairs, it's not as convenient as this, so we're trying to get as much ready as possible, so when we come to do it, it's done in the minimum amount of time. So that's me. So I'm going to have a look at this and see what we've got, see if I can put some hardness to it. And what's Sharon doing today?
I wonder. More of the same, very boring for you guys, but it's got to be done. Just got a little bit on my beam there.
What's that, number 4 now?
This is number 4, yes.
Is there another 7 or 8 to go?
Yeah.
Ah dear, could be here some time.
Never mind.
I'm back under the sink. It's super glamorous work, this, you know. I've tidied up my cables a bit. I've got all this rubble to get out. What I want to do is try and put a smooth, nice, move that so you can see, floor down here that will hide all those cables as well. So at the minute I'm just getting all the rubbish out of the way, digging a little bit of a trench, or making a little bit of a cavity so we can bury those. We've got plenty of length on them because I left them super long for that purpose, in anticipation. So I'll carry on. And of course, every job we do turns out to be much bigger than expected. I'm trying to define the edge of these stones. This is a big piece of marble, probably end up going to be a feature inside the unit. I've done up to here so far, just about. Yeah, I need to just get it all cleaned out, get the level down a little bit so we can decide what to do with it. Might even end up putting stones in on the top to keep this theme inside the cupboard. I don't know, but I've still got that to do, so I'll get on and get that done. Right, I feel like an archaeologist. I keep clearing and going down, and all I'm getting is just this blooming dust in the corner as well. There's the only thing solid is that rock there, that stone there. So I need to put something solid down, and I need to block up this hole as well. Yeah, so what we have got, Chris and Lillian from Sales from the Case I gave to me to try, is a bag of NHL, natural hydraulic lime. We don't normally use hydraulic lime because we don't like it particularly, but in this instance, to make some lime creep to go down here should be absolutely perfect. So we're going to give it a go, and yeah, it needs less love than natural lime, the hydrated lime that we normally use, that we love to use, but what a perfect application for it, I think. So I'm going to give it a try. Right, I have no idea how this is going to work, but for the good of mankind, we're happy to experiment. I've mixed up a lime like a screed, like you would with cement, quite runny, and I'm going to see if I can pour it in if it'll do what I want it to do. Let's give it a whirl. Put it over there. If I can even pick it up. Oh. Off we go. Well, that's actually gone in absolutely fantastic. What it'll do, I don't know, but can't get in there. I'm going to have to shovel it in. I'll try. No, that's not going to work. Right, I'll see if I can get it in, come back to you. Right, sorry about that. That actually went in quite well with the sort of consistency of self-leveling stuff. I can't level it in there because it's right in the corner, but all I wanted to do was to seal it up. I just made this little dam here which has worked absolutely brilliantly and stopped it dead in its tracks, and what was left I've just poured in here. So I'm going to let this go off now and see what happens. I expect it may crack. I have no idea what it's going to do. It doesn't actually matter because of where it is and what it needs to do, but if it does work, I'm going to do a couple more mixes and get this basically sort of sealed up as well. So we'll come back to you shortly. It's actually drying. Okay, it's been 45 minutes so far. No signs of any cracks, but I'm wondering if, like your normal lime mortar, if you get cracks and if you get shrinkage cracks, which you do sometimes, you can actually just press them out basically. So I wonder if we could trowel over it if it does crack. I can't do anything else until it does dry. I may have to leave it till the morning, but I can still get the rest of this area cleaned up, ready for the next session. So Henry's out. Well, I've left it a bit longer. I'm going to have to leave it till the morning to make sure it's gone off properly, or more properly. More properer.
I don't know.
Like, it's been a long day. It's hot. I'm ready for a beer.
The ceiling's not finished, surprise, surprise, but we'll get there a little bit at a time.
Yeah, it's tricky stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, I've had to go shopping as well because everywhere's closed again on Monday, Fiesta, so we have these other things to do as well, unfortunately. So, thanks guys for watching as always.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you to everybody that supports the channel,
yes,
either through
thank you so
the
much.
Patreons, buyers a coffee, the members, YouTube members.
If you feel like buying us a beer, it'd have been much
appreciated. It'd be lovely in this weather.
Especially at the moment. Thank you.
Yeah, we really appreciate it guys. We couldn't do it without you, so thank you. And we'll see you on the next one, which is Thursday.
Thursday. Hey, we got it right again.